I'm Brooke Rash, the Foley artist for Shortwave Kitsch.
And I'm Brandon Joyner.
And I'm Maddie Casto.
And we're here to help Brooke demonstrate her wonderful sound effects that we use in every single episode of Shortwave Kitsch.
We bring these wonderful sounds to life both in front of our live audiences and also on our podcast that you will be hearing very soon. So we can bring these stories to life anytime and anywhere.
So Brooke, what's the simplest sound effect that you do?
Just paper tearing.
Somebody's got an envelope to open.
Rustling paper.
Garbage.
Garbage, yeah. You want to review the different modes of travel, Maddie?
I'd love to. These are some of my favorite sound effects. So what would happen if Lucky Almond from A Hog Killin' Time might hop on a horse? What would you use for your sound effect? Oh, so 2 coconuts to make the horse sound perfect. And what about if in Fidelity, Bravery, and Integrity, if someone had a car chase and they came to an abrupt stop, what would be that sound effect? And that's also your favorite sound effect, right, Brooke?
It is. It's been a labor of love to finally figure it out.
It's not only that, but it's a trademark of Brooke's because she discovered this. A lot of this has been huge amounts of research on all of our part, but Brooke has come up with a lot of these amazing sound effects all on her own. So what would happen? A very easy, fun mode of transportation is, of course, a train. What would you use for that?
Plain old train whistle.
Fabulous. And that one you can try at home. And then one of my favorite sound effects is from To Whom It May Concern, a character called Adriana Agony. She is your agony aunt, always there to answer your problems. And her mode of communication is, of course, the typewriter. So we get to use a very fabulous teal typewriter to make that come to life in front of our audiences.
And of course, don't forget Cliff Rider's.
Of course. Cliff Rider, our hero of the day, and of course Elise Banks, his amazing sidekick who actually saves the day, because as all women do, their mode of transportation is of course flight. Please don't try that at home.
So another one of our wonderful shows that we have is Fidelity, Bravery, and Integrity. So Jack Finger is one of my favorites. So Jack Finger, getting ready to barge through a door, getting ready to justice things, because that's what he does. How does he barge through that door? And then he pulls a gun, because he has to cock that gun. What does that sound like? Okay. Then, of course, the other guy, he pulls a gun. Jack has to fire. What is he going to do? 3 shots, always. And then that body has to hit the floor. Yeah, that's as good a body as any. But then we go out into the nature. There's a lot of nature in To Whom It May Concern. Agony goes out. Fidelity, Bravery, Integrity. He's out in the city. We're out in the world. So there's a thunderstorm coming, Brooke. Can you please show us that thunderstorm? Now, I always saw in the old movies and the old radio shows that they had that thing of steel. But this works so much better, and it's just such a modern technique to such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Now, they're out in nature again. They have frogs come and greet them. And then maybe an occasional cricket. And Hollywood Hunters is one of my favorite shows as well. They have all of the nature sounds. They are monster hunters. So what would a bird that Jesse is trying to emulate sound like? Also a chalkboard. Yeah, I like that one. But Hog Killing Time is in the West. They have to wake up every single morning. And that's my sound effect now. And where on this table is this located? And could you do me a rooster call, please?
Do you want to know where it's located right now?
Yeah, right. Where is it?
Right here.
Right there.
It's like a real bird's in the house.
Yeah, it's a real bird in the house. Now, we also, Hollywood Hunters has a lot of body horror and whatnot, and a lot of science. So if you have that flesh bubbling over and whatnot, the
body
mucus,
exploding.
body's exploding.
A lot of squishing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but somebody's doing some science out there.
Yeah. It's alive. It's alive. What happens if somebody falls and breaks a bone? And a good snack for later.
Yeah, that's really good. And then, of course, they have to come through those gigantic doors of some creatures that he's built in a tree. What does that sound like?
Ooh,
That sounds about
spooky.
right. That sounds about right.
Now, what about a campfire? If we want to roast, if we want to warm our bones,
Okay.
in one of many of our episodes, what would we reach for?
There's two versions. There's just the simple campfire. There's also
It's coming. It's coming. It's connected to this chair.
this can depends on the level of fire, basically.
Yeah.
That's also someone creeping through the cornfield.
Cornfield.
Also, I love this because this is kind of a peek into the future. Because while we're the golden age of radio, this was the golden age of VHS. R.I.P.
And we are people who deal in time. So we have a simple clock and then we move through time. Can you show us what those two would look like and sound like?
Yeah.
Simple clock.
Simple grandfather clock.
Now let's make it a little more magical.
Yeah.
It's tomorrow.
Well, this is, actually, there's one more thing.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites, actually, because it's one we've been working on for a while, because we had a few different sound effects. We have our normal crash boxes that you'll
Yep.
find in any sound effects thing, but the glass breaking, Brooke.
Ooh, that's
this
a great
is-
one.
I think this is our last one as well. But,
Also, labor of love on Brooke's end.
yeah, this one you got just right.
Ooh. Yeah.
Definitely don't try that one at home.
Please don't.
Yeah. So what's your, what are your top 3 sound effects that you have on here?
Well, there's another version of an airplane flying by. It's a slight buzz.
That's number 1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of
I love
course.
a slide whistle because it has a lot of purposes.
Did someone say banana peel?
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to handcuffs.
There you go.
Lock and loaded.
Yeah.
Case is solved.
Thanks, Brooke. I appreciate all your
This
sound
was
effects.
awesome, Brooke.
This was
Thank
great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for taking the time.
Thank
Thank you for
y'all.
watching.